to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will get the first crack at it here. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Keep it on the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Let's go. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. Smashes through.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Quick strike complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right.
And he takes it in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And they just keep feeding into their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation, slant routes, out-breaking routes. Just give your quarterback a chance.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Flames offense will go to work for the first time today. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over them.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to scramble. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it himself. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important that the defense is honest and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
The sure hands, it's Williams. Stopped after making the catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
Yeah, and how about the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense on balance?
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll give it to him again. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Paulo, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Finds his man. It's Smith. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll immediately call timeout.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the counter. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Kennesaw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Flames will punt it away on fourth down. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. They're trying to get to it. Grabs it inside the 10. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. He caught it. Touchdown, Owls! And the punishment has been extended.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Payne. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now on second down and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
To the air, it's Bradford. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. They'll try to get outside. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The give is to Williams. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Romanowski. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Flames send out the punt unit. On the return, it's Mays. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! And the route is on. The lead grows, you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Flames line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.